I always enjoyed acoustic music. I think it's more earthy. I think it's more, what could be better? You have an instrument that's made from wood that's, took 300-400 years to grow. The sound is coming from those trees as opposed to through a humbucker pickup or a diode. I'm the guitarist with Banished Misfortune. My name is Douglas Nichols. I've always listened to it. I listened to Celtic music years ago. When I was at university, there was a play we did called Plowing the Stars, and it was an Irish play. And as a result, listened to a lot of music, a lot of Celtic music, and got really hooked at that point. And that was a huge trigger. But it's also my wife, Marty, she's been to Ireland several times and has all kinds of music that she acquired over there.
I'm Martha Nichols, and I play the drum and sing songs for the band Banished Misfortune. I was part of a band in the 80s that was a folk music band, and I just love the Merry Come Sad element of the music, where it encompasses the big experience of life, and it's about happy things, and it's about sad things, and it's about tragedy, and it's about all the things that I'm interested in, really. So what's not to like?
My name is Chris Reintz. I play the flutes and the whistles in the band. Banished Misfortune is a group of people that have come together with kind of like minds to play Irish music. I started playing flute when I was in 4th grade. Then after high school, college and that, I pretty much put my instruments down and didn't play until probably late 40s. I thought, oh, that'd be kind of fun to start playing again. And so I picked it up. You know, it's fun to go just beyond the notes and play other things.
I'm Bill Gores, and I play the Billy Baldwin. It's a unique instrument because, like a piano, you've got melody, you've got bass, and they're separate. Harmony, melody, and bass. And I went to a one-room country school, and there was this older guy named Virgil Arns who played one, and we had a Christmas program every year, and he'd play in that. And to see it was so mechanical, and it fascinated me. It's a complete instrument, like a piano or an organ, but it's portable. Yeah, it's kind of unique that way.
I'm Mary Jo Mallon, and I play the fiddle. I'm basically from that Irish-English descent. I grew up as a child. My grandmother taught piano, so I spent my lifetime listening to my grandmother and my great aunt playing together. And I was maybe about 1st, 2nd grade, and I don't really remember doing this, but I would write right-handed across half the paper, and I'd switch and use my other hand. Or no, I'd start left-handed and switch to my right hand. And so my mother thought, well, maybe if I played the violin and the piano, that would help me decide which hand to use. And I'm having fun playing the fiddle, and I think I'll keep doing this.
It's 6 years.
It must be at least 6 years, yeah.
It's about 6 years,
Yeah. So what was that? 2005
I can't do the
6 or something like that.
About 6 years.
And it wasn't so much a band as a session group at that time, and people were just invited to come on a certain evening to the little coffee shop and play Irish music. And we met the original people of the band.
I thought it would be good if we got together and worked out arrangements, actually started forming a band, because the thing prior to that was just people getting together, sometimes people would show up, sometimes a person wouldn't show up, that kind of thing. And I just said, let's get together and try to hammer some of this stuff out and see what we can do. And people who had been doing the session, a couple of them, the fiddle player at that time, and Bill Gores, the accordion player, they're like, yeah, cool. So that's really how it started up in terms of more of a focused, you know, we want to actually work out the tunes and arrangements.
And they were interested to do that.
Jeez, I can't just jump into that. It doesn't seem to work for me.
We've always had a connection with the community theater.
And it's a lovely place to play.
Beautiful place to play.
That's really acoustically beautiful. And,
And it's an old building. It's
Always
over
needs
100
something.
years old, and upkeep is very costly.
We realized that the Regent had a need for funds, and we thought, well, we'll just do a fundraiser, and you know, it'll be a kind of a one-time thing. And then we just kept doing it. I don't know what happened there.
And it blew us away.
Everybody had a great time, and
Yeah.
it was very fun. And we decided we'd do it again. So now we're this is
Number 5.
5.
And that first night, the first concert we did, I thought
people would come.
I thought people would come, and
it'd be like this.
we made over $4,000.
Yeah,
for the
it was
theater.
nice.
And that was always the idea, that we're not selling tickets, we're not doing reserved seats or anything like that. If they can pay $1, fine. If they can pay $5, fine. If they pay $100, it's fine. If they don't pay anything, that's fine. It was really about getting music out to people who wanted to come and enjoy the evening.
I've got a friend who finally saw it last year, and he didn't like Celtic music in particular. He didn't think so anyway. And he said afterward, you know, we came, him and his wife, we came just out of loyalty to you, but we really enjoyed it. I said, I know you did, and I knew you would.
My name is John Luzich. I am the general manager here at the Oster Region Theater and the Cedar Falls Community Theater. The theater was built in 1910. In the late 80s, early 90s, the 100 block, the first block in downtown Cedar Falls, was the most desolate block. And the City Council actually talked about knocking down this building. Well, thank goodness that didn't happen, because here it is in 2014, and this organization and this venue bring more than 30,000 people a year down to this downtown area.
The Cedar Valley is a big place. It's not like a huge metropolitan area or anything like Minneapolis, St. Paul, but there are a lot of people here, and the Regent is an outstanding venue for music.
I've told all my family and all my friends, and hopefully we get a lot of people. I teach in the Waterloo schools at Central Middle School, so I have, you know, the posters up around school, and hopefully my students will come. And I told them I'd give them extra credit to come, so yeah, bribery.
For me, I get a little nervous, and so I have to work through my nerves and that type of thing. But to be in front of a couple of hundred people is, you know, gratifying. I mean, because usually our audience is smaller, so to have that kind of audience is kind of exciting.
The concert's not about the band.
No.
I mean, it's not like Banish Misfortune.
Oh, no.
Oh, you know.
No,
'Cause
it's really about the guests.
It's about the guests. We have Gaylord Stauffer, wonderful Celtic harp player. He plays. We have Joan Easton, and this year it's going to
One of her students and one of her daughters.
Hannah. It's not like an Ed Sullivan show, but it's
That would make you Ed Sullivan.
yeah. Fortunately, no. But,
Yeah, no.
it's got a nice variety to it, and that's always been the key.
It's a good show, not just because of us, but because of all the guests that are on. the audience really enjoys it.
This year we're going to have like 4 concerts or something with different performers from the Cedar Valley, and they're all free will offering concerts. It's been really good because there's a niche for this. There's a place for this in the Cedar Valley. The idea with the concert series at the Regent is for people in northeastern Iowa who are musicians, for them to come in and have a place to play.
This building, it's 104 years old this coming June, and so it needs a lot of work and a lot of care, and that's what this concert does. And it's wonderful that people like Marty and Doug Nichols and their band, Banished Misfortune, come in and volunteer their time basically because they're performing for free for us. We're helping an arts venue that's helping the whole community. It's kind of a fun, wild, raucous crowd because they don't know what to expect. They show up and there's some instruments on stage and there's some mic stands. People are really kind of wowed because they don't know what to expect, and it's really a fun atmosphere. Suddenly the band comes on stage, and Doug Nichols leads them through, kind of introduces each number and introduces the musicians.
Everybody in the band is a great person. I mean that with all sincerity. They're all really nice people.